Hello everyone, it is finally getting warm here in New York City and it is time for me to do my first harvest on this beautiful GreenStalk Leaf Planter. I planted this just a little over a month ago and the plants have put some nice new growth. They're looking good enough that I want to do my first trimming and my first harvest from it. So right before I do that, I want to let you guys know that GreenStalk is also launching a new color today. It's called Cherry Blossom Pink. It's very beautiful and it's going to be available on the basket weave texture as well. So they're running a sale for this launch and you can still stack my code Mari's Garden to get an extra discount too. So if I've been holding off to get one, this is a great time because this new color is very, very beautiful. And I wish I could get one too, but I just really don't have any more space in my garden. So these greens here were planted in the beginning of March. I have a video about it. I can link it over here if you want to watch. And they were started indoors under my grow lights about 5 to 6 weeks before that. So now it's beginning of April and it's time to harvest them. So I mostly have green and herbs here in this GreenStalk. And I have some flowers too, but they're not all blooming yet. So I really want to start trimming my greens. I noticed for the first time this year actually a little bit of slug damage, but we have been having so much rain that I'm kind of not surprised. So I want to trim those leaves off, and I usually trim from the outside. As you can see here, there's a little hole. Obviously we're still going to eat those, even though there's a little bit of bug damage in here. It's not a problem, just make sure you wash well. That's okay. But I'll be going around kind of trimming off and just harvesting the outer layers. And this is kind of like a cut and come again method. So instead of harvesting the whole thing, I just harvest the bigger leaves, leave the middle in there, and this plant will keep growing and producing for us for a little bit more until it gets too hot for it and will eventually, unfortunately, bolt. So go to seed. I have 2 plants growing here. It's good to give some space to that one too. I'll have a bunch of different greens. I don't want to harvest too much. This is only for dinner for us tonight. I'll see what I can get. And I'll just do the same thing all over the planter. And actually I have to trim some herbs too. The herbs are really big, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut those as well. I could also just cut this right here and wait it to regrow again, but I don't want to do that yet. This is the first harvest. So I just want to go and trim the outer leaves. I have a lot of parsley here. I'm going to actually use my clippers. It's a little bit faster than just with my hands. I think I do a little bit less damage too. But I want to take the bigger leaves, and this I can use through the week. But I'm going to try to weigh this harvest just to see how much our first harvest will give us. So I'll take a little bit more than I would. Usually during the week I'll just come and take what I need. So this is good enough. I don't want to take too much. This should be good. There's a beautiful pansy flower here. It's huge. She's a little old. The one leaf already fell, but look how big this is. So gorgeous. Let's keep harvesting. So down here I have some tatsoi that's also been kind of damaged. This one I'm gonna cut more. I will just cut these leaves up and saute, or I can put in a soup or something. It's not a problem if they have the little shoot on. Usually I don't have a lot of slug problems in my GreenStalk, but it's been 4 years, so I guess they found it finally, but it's all right. Still gonna be plenty for us. Haven't used anything in it to stop them, but it's gonna be still plenty. I love this. It's kind of like spinach. This is a good leaf and tastes really good, so I love harvesting those. Very cold hardy too. Okay, we already have all of this. I think this is good for this side. I'm gonna turn around and keep harvesting some more. Actually, there is a bok choy here that's big enough that I will cut the whole thing. I'll cut in the bottom and it'll grow again. I'm leaving a little piece there. Very cute. Okay, that's enough. That's a little bit too much. Not too bad. Here we have it. The first harvest of the season is in this nice big basket here, but I'll bring it inside and we'll see how much this weighs. It's only leafy greens, so might not be too much, but it's definitely enough for dinner for 2 people and to even keep some in the fridge for later in the week as well. I still have a lot of chives left I didn't even, take a dance on the amount of chives in here. But I like to use these chives a lot through the week when I'm cooking too. So I'll put it in my eggs in the morning. I will just garnish, my lunch and my dinner with it at night. So I wanted to use it as much as I can before this actually start going to flower. Then I want to leave the flowers in there for the bees. That's pretty good, but let's go inside now and see how much this weighs. Let's put this all in a bowl so it's easier to measure. I'm going to tear my scale here with the bowl on top to 0 and see how much I get. .7 ounces, so you can call it 10 ounces. And that's not too bad. This is plenty for us for one dinner. I'm gonna go ahead and wash all of this and then go make dinner for us right away. Thank you so much for watching today. And if you want to see the video that I started all these seeds, I'm going to link it up in here so you can watch this next. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time.